So yeah, we'll go on with the body lock drills that we were doing last time. It's just like the lifts, just because it's so important. And probably like we were doing this grip mainly. I think from when I watched the tape, you were gripping right hand on left. Is that right? Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's basically whichever one you prefer. I personally prefer this because then I can use my stronger arm as the primary puller and I'm kind of helping it. But it doesn't really matter that much. But the most important thing on the body lock, and I'll just give a quick example, is once I've got it in that grip, the squeeze is not just towards me like that. It's not like a really hard hug. It's also in. So I'm trying to do this and squeeze, pull, and you can hear the bag getting pulled in tighter and tighter. So it's like, you know the way on a rear naked choke, you'll often see beginners, they get it under the neck and they kind of pull instead of trying to make the whole area like tighter and smaller. And it's the same principle with a body lock. When you grab the bag, you're not trying to like hug it to you, you're trying to crush and pull. And so from the front, I get the lock, and the first movement will actually be to turn my elbows down and suck them in like this. So the whole area gets really small all of a sudden, rather than trying to like pull them onto you. It's more like pinch and squeeze. And so what we'll do in the first drill is the basic lift. So we go, you know, like we did, get the body lock, hips still back, head in, hips under, lift just to here. And then once you get here, give them like you're trying to basically make them really hurt their ribs, which is the goal. So we'll just drill that for 1 minute. Alrighty, you got your bag, yep. Let's go. And really squeeze tight. And relax. Okay, so we've got that basic action of getting the body lock, going to a lift, and squeezing them in tighter. This time what we're going to do is, remember last time, we got them up, cinched, and then kind of caught it again so we're getting them up higher. That's basically because it gets easier to throw them the further up your body you are. You know, if they're stuck up here, you basically just do this. Whereas if they're down here, you're going to have to get right in and do judo moves to be able to get them off the ground. So this time we pick them up with the body lock, cinch them up, and so we've done the first lift, as we do the second one, and as soon as it starts to slide, lock it in really tight. So you're kind of cinching them up so they feel a bit loose, and then go and lock them in again. So what I mean there, I take my lock, lift, and then when I cinch, it's kind of, because I need them to slide through, so I go loose for a sec, and then lock it on really, really tight. Once again, get my lock, lift, cinch, and squeeze. As soon as we get them up a bit more, it's basically meaning that they won't drop back down. All right, let's go. Okay, go. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I get super tight. And relax. Okay, so we'll do the same two movements. Basic lift, squeeze, basic lift, cinch and squeeze, but this time with the gable grip. And you'll feel straight away you can't do that pinching action and get it really tight. This one is really suited to, it's kind of two things. Last time I said you use it to wrench. So you might be in a body lock like this, you're trying to lift and you can't, so you switch and do something which is a lot more twist orientated. The other thing that it's mainly used for is if you're fighting retounder individuals and you know, the big intimidating ones. And so you go to body lock and it's like you're really stretched out and it's hard to fit, or they've got both arms in and they're sprawling back. Either way, it's usually fat guys. And so instead you go, oh, I can't hold that very tight, and you get more room as a result to use this. And so you just often use this, even not just fat guys, like when you're wrestling up in weight at the club or something like that. So same thing, get the gable grip lock, hips in, foot, and when you squeeze, you'll feel you've got nothing on the sides at all. So let's do it, 1 minute of that, just gable lifts. Okay, go.
Bag's coming apart here.
Last 10 seconds. And relax.
Yeah, sorry, I blew the top out of my bag.
Too strong. Okay.
You're gonna have to fix the bag, the zip's failed.
Oh, okay, no worries. I'll put it on pause for record. Recording again. All right, we're back. Let's go. and relax. So those are the 2 of the 3 of the major lifts that we did. And when I say major lift, I just mean that classic. You're already probably in chest to chest. You've gripped in, taken a body lock, hips in and lift. So it's assuming you're in a pretty tight clinch. If you're in like a gi clinch out here, obviously you can't body lock. You're gonna have to break down their arm to get in. That's something that's a bit difficult to teach here, but these are the lifts from here. So the last one that we did last time was we up, and when we do the cinch, we switch it across the other side. And so basically what you're trying to do is switch the barrel. I probably wasn't that clear about it last time. So that your head will now land above them, meaning this. But basically, I've lifted in here, my head's on this side. Say I'm just going to dump in that way. Again, I don't really want to go like this, because if he sprawls, my head might hit the ground. And so when I do the cinch, I shift into this side. So if we just fall, I land with my head above him, ideally. Because you do land on your head a bit on lifts, and it's obviously suboptimal. So yeah, lift, jerk, and so you've got them on one side. If your head's on the other side, jerk, get them the other way. All right, let's do it. So yeah, the cinch with a twist. Go. Now, and time. And so we'll repeat that exact drill. I hope, were you doing that one with conventional grip?
I was doing.
Gable, okay, then just do this one with conventional. And I bet you notice with Gable, when you do the twist, it can kind of move quite a lot because you're not so close. Yeah, whereas this one's good. It's probably better for this movement, but Gable's good if the person's really, really big. So now do it just with conventional. And relax. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I find conventional grip is better for cinching them up, but the Gable grip's really good for creating the side twist, so there's kind of an advantage to both. We'll just go to the carries. I'll do these exclusively with Gable grip because it feels really different. So the first one was take your body lock, in, up, turn, walk the other way. And whenever you get to the end, give them a little cinch, then go again. Because a real person is probably, as you're walking them, is slowly sliding down you. All right, let's do it. So yeah, gable grip. And time. So the last one of those with the walk is lift, cinch, backwards, turn, walk backwards. So same deal as last time. All right, let's do it. Go. And time. Because we got a bit of a natural break with the bag issues, we'll do the last two lifts, which are the shoulder lifts. So the first one, remember, we're not trying to put them on the shoulder, we're just doing a shoulder setup as EG. So like I said, the first, these body locks like this, it's kind of assuming that you're already in this kind of range. If it's MMA, obviously, boom, boom, boom. But if it's wrestling, you're probably pummeled into a position and you've ended up, if this is his arm, under one of his arms and taking your body lock. Whereas these shoulder style entries are like off half shots. Even in Greco-Roman wrestling, sometimes they shoot for here with their shoulder because you just can't go below the waist. And it's kind of like a half shot. You're not like a freestyle wrestler going like right down like this, but you're just coming in more like a rugby tackle. So the danger is here, you might not actually do this takedown because you can tend to be a bit bent over, which is obviously for a freestyle guy, you're going to get snapped down. So we're here, we set up, and so we just want to keep drop and drive a bit, but not like a true shot. As soon as we get here and it's on our shoulder, we bring the hip in, and it's a conventional hip lift from there. Whereas the second one was where we drove the shoulder in, boom, and then lifted up onto the shoulder. So do the one on the hip first, just with the shoulder set up.
All right.
Okay, and go. And time. And yeah, one of the main technical things on that I was referring to, of not getting leaning over too much. If you slow the tape down, there's probably going to be a moment where, especially when I'm doing it because I'm old, where you're quite bent over and it's like, oh shit, you'll get snapped. But as long as you bring that other foot up quickly, you're only in that bent position just for a moment before you're getting square. And so the idea is just don't be there for long. Obviously, if it's freestyle and you can hit your knee on the mat, different story, but if we're talking about a hard surface, we don't want to do that. So last lift, same setup, from outside, drive the hip, boom, onto the shoulder, and now no hip contact at all. It's pretty much a pure strength lift. And normally the only time you can get this usually is if you get your shoulder wedged into like this bit, if the person's reasonably lean, because it kind of naturally slots in there and you can grab their waist from the side and then you can really get someone flying, but it's pretty hard to get there. All right, let's do it. Last lifting we're going. Nice. Yeah, good control. That's great. Good. See if you can get your shoulder a little bit lower. The lower it is, you kind of get that nice turn. Oh yeah, good. That's it. It gets really hard.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a 2-minute break, get some water, we'll do the takedowns.
All right.
All right, so we've got about 30 seconds. So the first one we'll do was just that upper body twist down, lifting them up, tilt a little bit like that secondary cinch, twisting and taking them down. And so one of the things that you couldn't see last time, I think you'll be able to see it this time, is I've got the guy up in the air like this, and I'm thinking, oh, I can feel I want to throw him that way. And so from here, as I do my cinch and I cross him across the other side with the twist, like this, as I'm landing, I'm basically trying to pull his rib cage up towards me. So you watch as I make the drop, I'm in total control of his body. I could even abort the move here. Maybe not some of my own weight, but from here, back to here, up, twist. And what this is going to enable me to do is when I land, is keep a really tight wrap on him like this. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm locking my arms onto him so tight that they can't reclaim guard. Because if you can control this so tightly, you know, the person can't get their leg up because this needs to be able to do that to strip your leg through. So if you've got them super, super tight, I just need to take down slow because these are yoga mats. To here, and I fall, I keep pulling like this and I'm burying the throw. They can't get guard back and it wins the shit out of you on the landing because it's so tight on this part of your body. I'll just do it a little bit faster and you'll see the kick out of the legs. Whoa! Okay, that's not heavy enough for me to be a throwing ducky. So I lost a bit of control because it's only 30 kilos. But you see the legs fly out when you do the twist that hard and you're holding it really tight. They'll kick out, and then when you feel them go parallel, you just smash it into the ground.
Okay, so where are your hands ending up when you hit the ground?
At the last second, if it's a hard surface, you have to let go. But if it's a soft surface like tatami, you can just keep pulling. But I would personally teach it as if it might be a hard surface, street and all that. So I get to here, I'll do it fast again. Back like this, and then, and I'm just landing in a floating side control there to make sure I don't hurt my arms. But in comp, because you're on mats, you can do that pulling one. All right, let's run a bunch. Nice, yeah. And see if you can get the bottom of the bag. So as you do a sudden pull, you're throwing to your left. So I'm here. I want to throw that way. So this arm's my pulling arm. And what you want to do is you jack it up. And as you pull, if you watch the bottom of the bag, it really kicks out. And so my landing is like that, and I'm right on him, like high. So I'm kind of making his legs go away from me so he can't get guard. Nice lift. Perfect, yeah. And see, sometimes you'll land in that slightly Keza position, but that's fine because you're away from his legs even more. You've lifted, thrown, and you land a bit like this. Who cares? Just don't stay like that. Just get back to side control quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great. And yeah, straight into that side control, good. Try some throwing away from that same side, so throwing to your right now.
Yep.
Yeah, good turn. That was perfect. Just do one more on that side. That looked good. Yeah, and again, great. Okay, relax. Yeah, that was really good. I mean, it's not the hardest throw in the world. And the cool thing about this throw is we're just doing it straight to the side because that's kind of the easiest. But you can kind of go anywhere with it. If I've got him up, say, and I'm like, and he's basing out really hard, I can always just go, into a slam forwards. If I was, say, trying to take him forwards, and he starts pushing into me, I won't do this throw, but you can do a lateral where I go, whoop, and throw him backwards. I don't want to risk that doing on the hard floor. But so you can kind of, as long as you've got a good body lock, take them anywhere with the same concept. Get them off the ground, twist them a bit, and then just drive your chest into them and take them down. So let's do the knee wheel. So we get them up. And from here, just like last time, we got them quite high. And as I go to do the twist, back. And you see how good even then land straight in the knee right. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, you know this one. Yeah, good, good. And just get a little bit more sweeping action with the knee. So, you know how we were trying to kick their legs out with the body lock? You do that, the pull, and then go like that, and they really go sideways. Nice, very nice. Good, just get that knee in a little bit earlier. Just what happened there. And it's often will still actually be a successful takedown, but you do your cinch, and then comes the knee like that. And if they're really fucking heavy, it can be hard because you go, oh, they drop a little bit, and then you're trying to get someone who's coming down, and so it's quite heavy on your leg. Whereas if you can get it so it's like, it's as you're pulling them up, you can see it gets that like, whoop, kind of pendulum effect.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at the difference. It really went flying. Just do a couple to the other side now, like blocking with your right knee. Yeah, good, good. Good, just I'd say give him a second longer on your body to get it in tight. Just because with the bag it's cool, but a person will be wiggling like shit. So secure it up and go. Yeah, yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the best one. Nice. You can feel it almost flies away from you now. Admittedly, these bags are 30 kilos. A person doesn't fly out like that, but they also, most of their weight's in their upper body. So you do, when you kick the legs, it really goes flying. So let's look at the first variation on knee wheel, which we're going to do with the gable grip. So knee wheel, you've done judo. Did you ever do the throw Hiza-Garuma? It's like a fast variation. So if this is my little judo man, judo tree stump, like a Sase Surukomi is like this, like the one which goes straight, and Hiza-Garuma is more like a circular one, like that.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty like easy throw to learn. And so with your body lock, if you're in the gable grip, you can take advantage of circular motion. We're still going to use our knee, but I'm here and I'll just have to face a bit away from the camera as I do it. And so I step back like when we do that walking drill. And you can see it turns in a fairly wide arc. Now, this is a fairly optimistic move in that if the person's heavy and has good defense, it's pretty hard. But I've got my gable grip, so I'm good at reaching from side to side. I step, and I get that big spin. And so I'm trying to make him, like, you know when you're a kid and you'd hold their arms and do this? That's sort of what you're trying to do is go, whoa, and they go flying out. Just try a couple like that, just rotational force. Lift, step back with one foot. Yeah, and so let yourself do a little dance first. It's sometimes good to overdo the dance. So I'm here, and I'm like, and then when I want to, I hit the throw. So you can kind of get used to turning with him a little bit.
Okay. So it's the knee you're moving towards your kick with?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going foot, 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 and then I stop it. So it's kind of like, you know, you're running and suddenly something just goes block like that. Yeah, so you're turning, 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 and then you just can't turn anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, that's it. And it's very easy to lose control of them on this. So keep a really tight lock. I'll do it a bit more like a real throw. So I've got the guy off the ground, I'm like, fuck, if I do a normal twist, it's not gonna work. Like that. And so there's a big, sudden pull.
Okay.
And you really have to chase it with your chest. Just kind of dive onto it. Then twist around a few times. And chase. Good. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. And get him up just a bit before you start trying to twist. So think to yourself like, oh, ideally I'd do a regular throw, but he's blocking me too well. He might be hooking my legs and stuff. So I step back and pitch him that way.
Okay.
So kind of pick him up and envisage him fighting you a little bit, and you have to turn. In tight, turn. Yeah, that's it, that's it. And just dive onto it as he falls. Oh, that was the other side.
Yeah, that was backwards.
All right, we'll just move on from that one and go into the hook, because then these two kind of help each other. But that's a good one to practice. You don't anticipate getting that rotation down straight away. Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. That's it. And you just fall down with him. That was great. Okay. So we'll go back to the hook, which was basically, I want to take him straight forwards, like that. And because you can see me now, did you see there was no like foot sweep in that? It was a true entanglement. I'm definitely not trying to kick his feet out from under him. I'm trying to trap it, lock it, and follow him all the way down to the ground. That enables you to land in full mount because you're hooked over his hip. And because you're stuck to him so tight, you can pull the other leg up. Whereas if you do it more like a trick, which is still good, but you've got this separation, so as you fall, they often retain half guard on this leg. Whereas if you can do it off a lift, boom, and fall straight onto them. You see I've actually pinched the bag in between my legs. And that's a really good way of staying on that. Could be the Mega Metadol does it. All right, try that. Hook. Yeah, and see if you can get, I know your legs aren't as long and gangly as mine, but I am resting a tree stump. So it's get the calf on the back of the bag like that, not the foot. It's like, whoop, and you can take them down without actually going. So envisage your foot's like a vine. That's it. Yeah, it pulls you down with it. Nice lift. Yeah, good.
Just a sec, we're losing stuffing again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was perfect. Oh, yeah, that's great. Awesome. Yeah, you got it. Getting that leg right over is the key kind of thing. All right, take a break there. What we'll do is we'll just do one variation on that and then finish because your bag's dying.
All right.
So, this is going to be tricky. So this time we're doing that trip off the shoulder setup. So I'm here, I've ran my shoulder and head in, and from here what we were doing is coming in and lifting, right? So I'm just putting this, my disability step. So I've come in, boom, shoulder hits, before we were going to lift, and from here when we bring this foot through, because this would normally be our lifting leg coming up, this becomes our trip and we're doing it off shoulder pressure. I'm going to have to move the thing. But the idea is, I'm here, I have to do a bit more like a freestyle shot. Boom, this leg comes through and hooks. Don't do it that low. We're doing it more like a body lock. That's just because my bag's so little. I'm doing it more like a shot. But yeah, from here, hit the shoulder in. Boom, this leg comes through, which would be freestyle bend knee slide. Hook, straight into full mount. But you don't have to do it that way.
Okay.
There's shoulder entry. Hook, nice, that's it. And it will generally be, if you're hitting with your right shoulder, it's going to be your left foot that does the hook. If you're hitting with your left shoulder, it'll be the right foot that does the hook.
Okay.
Because that foot will be still behind. Hey, nice, that's good. And just pause for 1 sec. So hit the shoulder and keep the other leg back. So I'm here, this is the shoulder that's going to hit, boom, and then this foot just goes straight through into the trip. Don't try to bring it up first and then go for the trip, if you can. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And step past. Nice. Yeah, good. Just do like one more, because I can see your bags exploding hard. Yeah, great. That's awesome. I think that trip will work pretty well for you. All right. Why don't we wrap up there and you can repair that thing?
Maybe.
Cool, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.